This time we've got a vampire mod, and it brings a whole new kind of danger to our forests. Vampires show up as advanced hostile mobs that wield all sorts of dark magic, and if we rush in unprepared, chances are we're not going to stand a chance against them. To make things easier, we can head into swamps and gather some garlic. Garlic is used to craft gear and items specifically designed to weaken vampires, which gives us a much better shot in battle. And if we manage to defeat one during a full moon, they'll drop a bottle of blood. Drinking that blood turns us into vampires ourselves, though at first we only gain basic night vision. If we want to grow stronger, we can craft a vampire dagger out of flint. This dagger lets us drain blood from humanoid mobs, or even from ourselves by crouching, storing it all inside bottles. Those blood bottles are then used to build a vampire altar. Once we have an altar, we can unlock a whole range of upgrades. The altar offers 13 active vampire abilities, but they all need to be paired with negative passive traits, so it's up to us to balance the trade-offs. Each vampire can carry up to 6 active abilities at a time, letting us transform into a bat, dash forward in a bat form, or even assume a full vampire transformation for a massive power boost. With all these combinations, the skill system opens up a lot of creative ways to play, making this feel like a proper role-playing mod. Of course, vampires are still creatures of the night, so if we're walking around in the daytime, the sun will burn our skin. To get around that, we can actually rework a bed into a coffin. It works in reverse, letting us sleep through the day and wake up in the night instead. For anyone who's into roleplay, this is a neat little mod that delivers a lot of atmosphere and some really fun mechanics. The Drive mod adds a full car workshop right into our villages. When we walk up to the garage door, we can interact with it to roll it open, and inside, we'll find a car waiting for us. But if we try to hop in and drive right away, we'll notice the engine doesn't start. To get it running, we need to find the mechanic nearby and check out his shop. There we can buy the parts we need, like fuel and a car key. Once we've got everything, we just use them on the car, and then we're free to drive it straight out of the village. The model looks great, the driving feels smooth, and even though the content is still a bit limited, it's already a really fun experience. One thing to keep in mind is that the car moves fast, so the best driving experience comes on flat terrain. For anyone who wants a bit of customization, we can change the car's appearance using glow strips or paint, with 16 different colors to choose from. And while the car's quick rough terrain can damage it, so it's worth grabbing a few repair kits from the mechanic to keep it in good shape. Overall, it's a small but polished vehicle mod that's definitely worth checking out. The Roaring Night gives us a really special kind of boss fight, and before we jump in, I'd actually suggest we turn off shaders for this one. It feels a lot smoother that way. Once the boss is summoned, if he detects any of us nearby, he'll start transforming his Fulventloner stacking with the death. And that's when we realize this isn't a normal fight at all. It quickly turns into a bullet hell survival game, so it's best if we pick a flat area beforehand, just to make sure we've got enough space and the clearest view. He comes with 16 different attack patterns based on bullet hell mechanics, usually throwing waves of flying blades at us, which really puts our movement to the test. Switching to third-person view helps a lot here, since we can see incoming projectiles more clearly. Another important thing to keep in mind is that jumping is completely disabled while he's on the battlefield. So if we were hoping to rely on elytra or floating tricks to dodge damage, the mod has that blocked for everyone. We also can't deal direct damage to the Roaring Knight. Instead, the challenge is to hold out through his attacks for a full 6 minutes. If we manage that, he'll disappear on his own, though in the later minutes his attacks expand and cover wider areas, making things even tougher. Overall, he's very much a mechanics-focused boss, and if we're confident in our dodging skills and want to try out this unique design, it's worth setting up a super flat world and giving him a proper run. Robot Dinos starts with a single core piece, and from there, we can begin building our own mechanical dinosaur. So once we crouch and right-click the core, we'll open up its interface and start attaching limbs, a head, and a tail to the body frame. Each part comes with its own function, and the cool thing is that even if we don't fully complete the build, the dino is still rideable and functional. The legs give us basic movement, the tail lets us jump while riding, The front limbs gather nearby drops, and the head delivers strong biting attacks. From the models to the mechanics, it's a really fun little mod. And if we're already playing with a steampunk or machinery-themed mod pack, dropping robot dinos into it would fit right in without feeling out of place. Here's a quick look at an add-on for Dragon Survival that introduces the Brain Stealer Dragon, a creature clearly inspired by Lovecraftian design. Its attacks focus on psychic damage, and it comes with 3 unique abilities. The first is Mind Blast, which briefly stuns targets and slows them down, giving us the perfect setup for a follow-up strike. The second is Mind Hook, allowing us to grab certain mobs and carry them along with us. To release them, we just need to crouch. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that hostile mobs may resist, so it's usually safer to stun them first before attempting this move. The final ability works together with Mind Hook, Mind Devouring. While holding a target, we can deal 20 damage, and if this kills them and they've got a developed brain, we can consume it to restore hunger and gain absorption. Since all animals are naturally terrified of our appearance, I'd suggest going after villagers instead. It makes survival a bit easier. Overall, it's a well-made add-on that adds a creepy and flavorful twist to the Dragon Survival experience. If you remember the Alien Evolution mod I covered before, I've now found an add-on that expands it even further. This add-on introduces a brand new DNA, and by using it, we can unlock an extra alien species to evolve into. This time, the new alien is the Opticoid from Ben 10, instantly recognizable with eyes covering its upper body and palms. Once we transform into this creature, we gain access to its signature laser attack. As we progress through evolution, more laser variants and abilities open up, like fire lasers that set enemies ablaze or enhanced vision that lets us spot mobs hidden behind terrain. And if we max out the levels, we can even unlock freezing lasers that slow down targets, along with a devastating ultimate laser that deals massive damage. All in all, it's a surprisingly faithful take on the original character from the show. If you've been using Hold My Items, the popular mod that improves handheld item animations, the team has just released a major update that's definitely worth checking out. The first big change is that the mod is now resource pack driven. So if we want to temporarily enable or disable it, all we need to do is toggle the resource pack. But the real highlight is that the developers have practically rebuilt the entire system. Now, every item we hold comes with much more refined animations. From the basics of simply holding tools to climbing, swimming, chopping trees, or mining, the animations look far smoother and more eye-catching than before, taking the overall presentation to a whole new level. And since this is already a mod with millions of downloads, many of us are probably using it already. So I won't go too deep into the introduction, just make sure to update if you're still on the old version, because this one really elevates the first-person experience. Let's take a quick look at a simple convenience mod that makes it easier for us to recognize new items. Whenever we pick something up for the first time, the mod marks its icon with an exclamation point so we can spot it right away. And depending on how many we collect, the exclamation point will show up in different colors. On top of that, whenever we grab items, their names and quantities now pop up in real time in the top left corner of the screen. Overall, it's a handy little feature that works perfectly in just about any mod pack. The last mod we're looking at is best experienced at night. Cosmos replaces the vanilla sky, making the stars shine much brighter and stand out more vividly after dark. And if we've got mod menu installed, we can customize plenty of details. The density of the stars, their flicker colors, how often they twinkle, and even their size. With a bit of tweaking, we can land on the look that feels just right. It's a simple but beautiful visual upgrade that makes the night sky feel far more immersive. Hey guys, if you're looking for a reliable Minecraft server, DatHost has got you covered with fast, easy-to-use hosting. Plus, if you use my discount link, you'll get 30% off your first purchase. They also offer a complete setup guide on their website and a 7-day money-back guarantee, so there's absolutely no risk. Give it a try and get your server up and running today.